Welcome to our deep dive into Atomic Habits by James Clear. In this video, we'll be exploring the powerful ideas that James shares in his book, ideas that have resonated with millions around the world. This best-selling book reveals how small, consistent changes can lead to big results over time. It's not about making massive leaps, but rather about the tiny adjustments that, when repeated consistently, compound into remarkable transformations. Let's explore the 4 laws of behavior change. Make it obvious, make it attractive, make it easy, and make it satisfying. That can transform your habits and your life. The first law of behavior change is to make it obvious. Our environment plays a crucial role in shaping our habits. When something is visible and readily available, we're more likely to engage with it. Think about it. If your running shoes are tucked away in the back of your closet, how likely are you to go for a run? To make a habit obvious, design your environment to support your desired behavior. Want to drink more water? Fill a large water bottle each morning and place it on your desk. Aiming to read more? Leave your book on your bedside table, inviting you to pick it up before sleep. Remember, we're not just creatures of habit, we're also creatures of convenience. The easier it is to see and access the cues for our desired habits, the more likely we are to act on them. This is about consciously shaping your surroundings to work for you, not against you. Take a moment to consider your own environment. What habits are being reinforced by the way things are currently arranged? What small adjustments can you make to make your desired habits more obvious and therefore more likely to become part of your daily routine? The second law is to make it attractive. We are naturally drawn to activities we find enjoyable. The more appealing a habit is, the more likely we are to repeat it. One effective way to boost a habit's attractiveness is through something called temptation bundling. Temptation bundling involves pairing an activity you want to do with something you need to do. For example, let's say you love listening to podcasts but struggle to find time for exercise. Try listening to your favorite podcast only while you're on the treadmill or out for a walk. By linking something you enjoy with something you're trying to make a habit, you create a positive association. The anticipation of the enjoyable activity can actually motivate you to engage in the habit you're trying to build. Think about the habits you're trying to cultivate. What activities do you genuinely enjoy? Can you find a way to link those enjoyable activities to the habits you're trying to establish? Remember, building a life you love often involves finding creative ways to make the necessary things enjoyable. The third law is to make it easy. We're more likely to follow through with a habit when it requires minimal effort. Conversely, the more friction or resistance we encounter, the less likely we are to stick with it. One powerful strategy for making habits easy is the 2-minute rule. The idea is simple. Break down any new habit into a version that takes 2 minutes or less to do. Want to start a daily writing habit? Commit to writing just 1 sentence each day. Aiming to exercise regularly? Start with a 2-minute walk around the block. The 2-minute rule is about removing the initial barrier to action. It's about making it so easy to get started that you can't say no. Once you've overcome that initial inertia, you'll often find yourself continuing with the task for longer than you initially planned. Think about the habits you're trying to build. How can you simplify them, even to the point of absurdity, to make it as easy as possible to get started? Remember, small steps taken consistently lead to significant progress over time. The fourth and final law is to make it satisfying. Our brains are wired to seek out pleasure and avoid pain. When we experience a positive outcome from a behavior, we're more likely to repeat it in the future. To make a habit satisfying, consider incorporating some form of reward or positive reinforcement. This could be as simple as checking off a task on your to-do list, enjoying a healthy treat after a workout, or tracking your progress in a journal. The key is to find a reward that is both meaningful and motivating to you. It should provide a sense of accomplishment and reinforce the positive feelings associated with the habit. Another powerful way to make a habit satisfying is to focus on the immediate benefits rather than just the long-term rewards. For example, instead of solely focusing on the weight loss goal of a new exercise routine, savor the feeling of increased energy and reduced stress that you experience after each workout. By highlighting the immediate positive outcomes, you make the habit more enjoyable in the present moment, increasing the likelihood that you'll stick with it for the long haul. Are you reading Atomic Habits now or thinking about starting it? This book provides a practical framework for understanding how habits work and how we can leverage their power to create positive change. Let us know in the comments below and share your thoughts on how these laws have impacted your life. Have you tried implementing any of these principles? What habits are you working on building? Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more insightful content. We're passionate about helping you unlock your full potential, one atomic habit at a time.